Well, all right, so this is the Lavender trailer, then.
Guess,
We
guess
did do one
what?
for Lace.
It's 12 a.m. It's 12 a.m. slash 1 a.m. for Cody and I.
The day before the Ruby campaign.
Cody
So,
decided maybe instead of fasting I'll do this.
yes. Um, we did do a Lace trailer, but we didn't think to record it, and Lemon's PC choked and died, so we can't do that with him.
Yeah, we
So we're
can't do
just
an.
it's just gonna be so we're just posting one trailer, so it's whatever.
We'll do, and then you'll have to do a solo trailer for other guy. Talk to yourself
Uh,
right now.
no, that thing isn't that's not getting it any sort of trailer. So like you meet him when you meet him, and his backstory is revealed when his backstory is revealed.
Yeah, you're gonna
Uh,
fucking. Yeah, but whenever the trailer does come out enough, it's fucking. Whenever the trailer does come out enough, you're just sitting there by yourself.
Sitting around myself, it's like me talking to myself, doing different voices at myself. All right, and it's also a refresher, so bear with me a little bit. Um,
I don't have. Let's just say I'm not well versed in the system. I am well. It's been a while.
yeah, it's been a long time. It's been also been a long time since Adam taught me the system. Um, all
I think
right.
I'll relearn it again.
Yes, I'm refreshing myself. I do remember quite a big chunk of it. I still need a
Get some
refresher.
groovy going.
Get some
Groovy.
like regal background music, or just Weiss background music or something. You did the thing again, didn't you?
Hmm?
Yeah, there you go. You did the thing again.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I can see it right there.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh no, no,
No.
no, not Walt Disney
You
World.
aren't gonna catch me lacking like that, Disney.
You're gonna catch me lacking, Disney. Just get some like Weiss background music, like whenever she's in her manor. Ah. The beginning part of this is just gonna get us getting music. This is off to a great start.
It is. It is, isn't
This is what happens when we don't have more of the people.
it? We have to search for it. I can't pause it either. I don't know why my OBS doesn't pause.
Um,
What's hmm um background music?
this was good.
This will have to do.
This is good. Um, so Greece. Greece. How do you pronounce it?
Grease. Grease.
All right. Greece. You are in the Levon Mansion, the place where you grew up.
Where would she
Yeah.
be? What time is it? What time would you say it is?
It's around sundown,
Hmm.
but you know that soon you have a bit of a test coming up. Your father has already said that it's a bit of a test for the investors, considering as you wanted to become a huntress,
Wait, Cody,
huh?
wasn't wasn't my dad dead?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, not yet.
This um takes place around a year, about a year or two before the events of the main story. Um, I assume you're sitting in your room or something like that.
She probably just got done training recently, so uh, yeah, she's in her room studying.
Right.
Should I describe?
Yeah, I describe Greece and what her room would be like in the Lavon mansion.
Well, Greece. Greece is a Greece is a fairly kind of tall girl for her age. She's currently 5'11". Uh,
Mhm.
like 5'11". Currently, she's probably wearing some form of like sleepwear as
Mhm.
it's sunset.
And I assume she's like 16 around this point.
Like if it's 1 to 2 years, like 15, 16.
All right, yeah, because the characters are like 17 during the events of the main story.
Yeah. She has now nice, long, and well kept lavender hair. That goes down her back. It goes all the way down her back. And whenever she is standing, and sometimes it seems like it's almost at a constant like wave. She has her bangs are cut in like a diagonal manner. And she wears rectangle eyes with dark gray, uh, with dark gray eyes. Her face is mostly calm and like neutral. But she definitely just has a very 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 practiced professional face on her face as she's studying through uh whatever she could be studying for.
All right.
In her room, it's definitely big, well kept. Uh, Not really that fancy, but it is certainly a richer room.
Mhm. All right. Big view of the Atlas skyline. All sorts of tall skyscrapers and buildings and all sorts of glowing facilities and factories and residential areas down below. You, Grace, you hear a knock at the door. A little like light rapping on the door.
Hmm.
Are you speaking?
Yeah. They'll come
Uh, Upon hearing that, the door slowly opens and you see your father, Rob Levon. He is in a fancy suit and tie, very nice, freshly ironed pants, and some shined, very fancy shoes. His hair, black, slicked back, and he seems to have a bit of a warm expression, but also a warm but expecting expression on his face.
Also, I forgot to mention. She has a dark gray streak going through her hair.
Alrighty.
horizontally or vertically.
He sort of leans in, leaning on the door. Hey, sweetie. How you
Hello.
doing? Not even training, aren't you?
Like her, like she kind of blinks. Her expression like softens just the tiniest bit. Hello, father. I have just recently finished my training.
That's all good. And he steps in and closes the door behind him. And he sits down on the edge of your bed. Or sort of like props himself against like the footboard. Alright. Now, you know the significance of the thing you're going into right now, aren't you? You know, the shareholders want to see if sending you to Hunter School is a bit of a worthwhile investment. Of course, the shareholders control everything, don't they? And he rolls his eyes.
I can assure
But
you,
see, that's where you got to prove him wrong.
yes, I can assure you this is what I want. I'll be sure to make you and the family name proud.
Well, that's good. That's good. Beacon too. I remember when I was at Beacon. Let me tell you what, I certainly left my mark on that school. Now then, we'll be testing some new experimental technology we've been working on. Even, offloading it, selling it to the Atlas military, but I think it'd be great for you to test out.
If
You're
that
gonna
is
love
what
it.
you wish. If that's what you wish, I'll do so, father.
Good. Now then, do me a favor. Get dressed into your combat clothes and meet me in the training area.
She nods, walks,
You
to
know,
go do it. And her walk is very like stiff, but like not too stiff, almost. It's like she's practiced this walk 1,000 times.
like he's at the door and he goes to close it and he sees you sort of like walking over like that. And you see him nod a little bit, like in approval, and then like step out.
Good. I got brownie points from dad. Yeah, get dressed. Oh shit, I gotta
You get a what? Mike?
like what?
What'd you say? You cut out. Did you say I gotta go?
No, I said I have to come up with an outfit for her.
Oh,
Uh, Hmm. For now,
this is like a proto version, including
yeah,
a
yeah,
prototype of your weapon.
yeah, yeah. For now, let's just say, she just wears a dark, kind of dark gray sweater, a dark gray like sweater that hugs her nicely with uh, kind of like purplish pants, like not quite lavender, but a little bit darker.
Mhm.
Both are very stylish. Uh, she has like those heel type boots on.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Um, and she is wearing a silver necklace. It's not like descriptive, I think. She just has it on.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And she goes and meets her father at the yeah, meets her father there. She's got her weapons on her back.
Alrighty.
Which
You walk
are
down.
should I describe?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Her weapons. Uh at least this version of it. Seem to
Yeah,
be
this is
like
a
a
prototype version of it.
seem like a dark colored uh twin rifles. Uh twin rifles that are custom made seemingly to go one in each hand easily. Uh, they have accents of purple in them. They have accents of purple in them. And the ending, the butt of the rifle, seems to be kind of like almost curved in a way. Both of them.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and they both have each have a wicked bayonet sticking out at the end. And they have what looks to be like a magnetic plate on either side, on like one side of it, like on the right gun, it's on the left side of the gun, and on the left gun, it's on the right side.
Alrighty. As you walk through the hallways of your mansion, quite dimly lit and quite empty feeling. Besides stuff on the walls, considering it's quite a big hallway, just quite a big mansion in general. Um, you eventually come to the door, which you know is the training hall, as you guys call it, and you can hear people talking on the other side of it. Clearly, your father talking to the investors and the shareholders.
She waits for a moment to like let him like finish talking. And whenever he is like no longer talking, and the people are talking, she
Mhm.
knocks on the door.
Yeah, eventually you catch glimpses of, and she should be here any minute now.
Knock knock.
And you see as he opens the door, it's like, ah, there you are. It took you long enough. And he ushers you in, and you see the many faces of the shareholders. Quite old, a lot of them are wrinkly, very fancy high society types. Now, everyone, this is my daughter, Greece.
It is nice to meet you.
They all give like nods and a couple shake your hand and like greeting.
She is,
Great, now then.
yeah, she is sure to keep proper eye contact. And
Hmm.
and
Yeah, you feel it like uh your father is sort of like standing beside you, but you can see he's looking at you the entire time.
mhm. Her form for each one is perfect.
Nice. He gives like a little like subtle nod to himself. It's like, all right, now introductions out of the way. Let's get on to the main event. As we all know that we are all busy men here, and but as this is a matter of my daughter, I've set aside this time for all of us in order for her to prove that this is a worthwhile investment that will pay dividends for the reputation and the finances of the Lavandas company. And the other ones sort of just sit there, nodding, listening along. And he gestures to the large combat hall. Of course, you've been here many times before. It's a very long rectangular room, sort of like a ballroom, very high ceiling, um, and various apparatuses scattered around. You know that parts of the floor can raise and lower in order to create uneven terrain. An obstacle course sort of type. And there are slots at the very far end of the room because you're at like one of the ends of the rectangle, one of the like shorter ends of the rectangle. And on the other side, you see there's a couple of um, like Elysian Knight, um, like robots, uh, sitting at the end there, which you've practiced against like a couple of times. Now then, our new tech from the R&D division has just come in, and I thought it'd be great if she could test it out before we start shipping it off to the military. He slicks his hair back again, and this will be a great opportunity to sell it to you. And he gestures to the investors. As you see along the ceiling and along parts of the floor, there are rails set up as if something moving across them. And you see there's a couple of what seem to be cameras on each one.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention that it's a part of her character design that I often forget. Grease has freckles.
Mm.
Anyways, that was just a thing I wanted to say. Moving on.
Um, and as your father ushers you to like step into the like arena proper. All right, now time for you to prove what you're made of. And he sort of like he grabs you by the shoulder and leans in. Now do me a favor. Don't forget to go a little bit overkill. All right. What'd you say?
She nods.
Alrighty. And he leans back and ushers you forward again.
He said, "Don't forget to go a little bit overkill, right?"
Yeah, it's like do me a favor. Don't feel bad about going a little overkill.
Cool. Let me pull up the fucking Ruby book real quick
Yep. Take your time.
so I can. All right. Get rid of you. Oh wait, no wait. Don't get rid of you. Not yet. You gotta get rid of some of these makers. Uh, gotta clear up some space. Better organization.
Do you mind if Adam listens in?
Is he asking to listen?
Yeah. He's like, oh, may I listen in?
Okay.
What you laughing at?
I just remembered the conversation Adam and I had. I'm very excited for Rumble in Rome.
Hello, Adam.
Hello, I heard the trailer. I'm here to just listen in and watch.
Yep. You can help us with the rules. If we
I'd
forget.
love to.
And you'll recognize a few callbacks in here, Adam.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame we didn't get the
Yeah.
lace one. But you know
Yeah.
what? What are we gonna do?
That one. Yeah. All right. Yeah, just tell me whenever you're ready.
I have the book. So I think I'm vaguely ready.
And if we can prep some combat music.
Okay. Adam gets first-hand
As
look at Grace.
you step into the combat room, this long rectangular room, as a sheet of bulletproof glass, as you know, uh, slides up behind you, protecting your father and his investors from any sort of gunfire or attacks that may come that way. And as you see your father pick up a loudspeaker, like remote microphone, as you can hear like the click of the speakers in the room crackling to life.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, play the music. As you see, the rails on like the different sides of the room begin to start moving back and forth, and light seems to shine from them. You don't think these are cameras, as your father crackles on on the on the loudspeaker. Now, as I said, these are still work in progress. We'll hopefully be chipping all these off to the military sometime soon. Behold, as the beams of light seem to form into a grim. Gather from combat data out in the field. We're bringing Grim to life, so to speak, as it transforms into a Berengal. A large gorilla-like creature, like standing on all fours, as it beats its chest and gives a robotic roar to you. Used to replicate any grim with hard-light technology. Put these things on bullheads, get grim to fight themselves, or train troops. Ain't that some? Now do me a favor and watch the magic happen. All right.
She, hearing that, she reaches behind her and pulls out the two rifles, which it won't be named in story. So she pulls out her twin bayoneted rifles. Her twin bayoneted rifles sequel Twilight.
All right. Give me a reaction initiative roll. Agility plus perception.
Cool. It was 2d6 as the starter, right? Is it 2d6 or 2d10?
It's 2d10 as the starting. That's your base dice pool for like pretty much everything.
18. I got a 19 for me.
The Berengal goes first. As Berengal pounds its chest and reaches down into the floor, and you see it doesn't really like make contact with the floor, but it like sort of faces through the floor and pulls up a hard light piece of like concrete, and uh and it chucks it at you. Uh, roll me a defense check. Let me see.
Mm,
Uh, you should have a kind of defense check that you default to.
yeah. I default to semblance. Would 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 shooting it in midair count as parry?
Mhm. Let me check. Melee attacks and most physical hazards like falling boulders can be parried, but range attacks and incorporeal hazards like explosions cannot.
Okay.
Let's see. This does count as a range attack.
All right. I'll just use semblance for it then.
All right. Willpower plus perception.
I got me a 20.
A 20? Let me check that. I'm pretty sure that does work. Yes, that does beat the threshold.
Cool.
Do you wish to describe what happens?
Yeah. As the hard light boulder flies towards her, she looks at it, and her eyes flash a quick purple a quick purple light as the hard light rock is suddenly enveloped in a bubble of darkness and is slowed to a near stop.
Yeah, in this bubble, like the heart light connects with it and it just slows. Um, you know that this is hard light, and light and hard light probably isn't really as affected by this. You think it might be calculating that in the system.
Hmm.
As your father confirms this by crackling over the loud screen, it's like, and there we go. Even semblance-based data, it can instantly, collect that data and react appropriately. Although, of course, this is a special case to show what would really happen out in the field.
What do you spend aura?
No, you just have to have 1 point of aura.
Okay. Uh Greece will let me think. Hmm. So real quick, once it's out of Twilight Zone,
Hmm.
once something is out of Twilight Zone, it retains momentum that it was hit with.
Yes.
Hmm. Cool.
Because the hard light still has like force behind it and like she has like a solid thing of it. It's just that it doesn't weigh anything. So and it's also made out of light. So Twilight Zone would have a little effect on that specific in this specific instance, but it's calculating that and uh what's it called? Like accounting for that.
Would I be able to if imagine it like the time stop thing in Breath of the Wild. Like
Yeah.
with this, would I be able to spam hit it enough to where it goes somewhere else?
Yeah, because you're applying force in the other direction in a small amount of time, sort of canceling out the other force, and then like getting it force in the other direction within a very small amount of time, which increases it.
All right, Grease is going to shoot. He's going to rapid fire shoot the hard light creation, doing calculations in her head. So I'll just tell you now, if it works properly, uh, it works properly as Grease is fighting the the bear, the gorilla, the monkey. It'll slam into it.
Alrighty. She's setting up a sort of like a trap.
Yeah, she's just gonna fire some fire bullets at it, get its momentum to go over there
Yeah,
towards
you
it,
see
and
it's
then
like it's
charge.
still moving really slowly, and you see like the bullets are slowed while in Twilight Zone's effect, but bullets are still way faster. So they reach it, and then you see it as it stops moving in Twilight Zone, and then begins to slowly move the other direction, like
Yeah,
ever so slowly.
and when she sees that it begins moving the other direction, she'll go forward.
She'll run
Well,
forward.
yeah. What was minor action bullshit
You
again?
need to take one minor action, and then you have two major actions,
Ma-
or two minor.
Major
You can
action was running a major action.
Moving is a minor action.
moving is minor action. Yeah. So you have to take one minor action, and then the other two actions can be either minor or major in any combination.
Okay. I assume shooting gun is major.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means I have another minor action.
You can take another minor action or another major action.
Ah, cool. Okay, and shooting gun is getting rid of fucking capacity. Yeah, that's what's up. So I'll adjust capacity. Would I be able to take another attack with this major action?
Yeah.
Just to remind. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, she's gonna charge forward. Um, and like looking at the possible trajectory of where the construct will go. She's going to. Would you be able to switch your weapon into a different form, real quick,
Um,
or would that require an action of some sort?
I let me check one
It's
second.
free. Free action.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
it's free action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'll
thank you.
connect the
That's what I'm
magnetic
here for.
plates. She'll connect the magnetic plates of the her guns together, and they kind of like mold together a bit to form like an extra large double barreled rifle. And
Nice.
if she can, she will fire it at the bear, the monkey, the gorilla.
The monkey. All right. Roll it.
Agility plus what was shooting again? Range attack. Oh, it's right there.
What type of actually I can check. Yeah, your range style is accurate.
Uh, can now capacity boost the range attack.
Yes, don't forget to keep taking capacity out of your guns whenever you're shooting.
Can now capacity boost. Let me see what capacity boost was again.
And this character as is at medium range to you. So
Does
it's
gun hit
medium.
medium range?
No, no, you moved closer, didn't you?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, so then you would be at close range to it. Because it's adjacent range, close range, medium range, long range.
Okay. Um. Yeah, let me look. Whatever. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll fucking capacity. Capacity boost, perform blah blah. Skill check. Can't capacity boost a ranged attack, but you can if you have heavy whatever. All right, cool. I will capacity boost and shoot, which would consume 2 capacity.
Alrighty.
How do you regain capacity again? Remind me.
You take the minor action to reload.
Which refills your discipline +1.
Ooh. There was another thing. Uh, yeah, I forgot about charge attack. Doesn't say you can't do. I won't do it right now. Oh yeah, she will fire, giving me a 22.
Alrighty, let me check its defense. That does not hit, as you see like the hard light structure seemingly, duck down on its all fours as the shots fly overhead. As it bounds toward you. A minute. As it bounds towards you and what's it called? And gets into adjacent range to you, and is going to, as it brings up both of its fists like above its head and tries to just bring it right down on you. Roll it def C. So, defensive check. And yeah, your defensive style is semblance.
Could you? Can she hold up multiple instances of Twilight Zone at once, or just one bubble right now?
Let's see. You could, although it would add a penalty to your check.
Uh,
Or you could forgo and because you have to keep a semblance up, you have to make a roll on the start of your each turn on start of each turn, to keep it up.
Yeah, no,
And
I'll just do something else. I'll
yeah, but if you
dodge.
alrighty,
Hoping for something good here. 18. That's pretty good, I think.
18.
Considering it's a +3. Yeah, 18.
Let's see. That does not work as you try to dodge, but it sort of pushes its legs forward as it like extends its body even more and slams its fist down onto you. Uh, that is 3 damage.
Oof.
I do not know what the critical dice do. 1 second, let me check.
Yeah, I forgot about effects and shit. Forgot about those silly little effects.
All right. Minor action.
Adam, if you have anything.
Want
Other
me to
than
get more
Thunder
music?
Shout. If you want. If you have anything other than Thunder Shout.
And NPCs also apply by the same 3 action rule, correct, Adam? Like minor
Correct.
action. All right. So that's a major action, a minor action. And let's see. All right. And it's going to as it brings it down and it uh smashes down on you, it disengages its hands, plants its left one on the ground, and then swipes at you with like an open palm in the other hand. Roll me a defense check. Thank you.
You want me to roll another one? The 15.
15. That does not do it, I'm afraid. It does 3 damage again to you.
Ooh.
And then it should be your turn now. But on the start of that turn, unless you wish to continue it, the Twilight Zone bubble will end.
Is it right where I want him?
Yes, I think you moved from where that was, so it would be, I think, within within adjacent range to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So long as it hits, she'll backflip out of the way and
Yeah.
let the rock rain back onto it.
Um. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me check one thing very quickly.
What was the semblance roll again? There's like a regular one.
A normal one, I believe that was willpower plus endurance. Well, it all depends on what you're doing with it. Like it's just willpower is the first thing, but then like if you're doing something else, it'll add a different like effect to it.
Cool.
Like willpower plus strength, agility, endurance, perception, or like endurance is to maintain an effect. And
Cool.
like willpower plus agility, considering um is like it because it affects speed, that would be that would if you just try to like slow something down, then it'd be will plus agility. But if you're trying to like do like an effect with it, then it would go into a will plus discipline.
Cool.
Like if you're
Yeah.
trying to like add dead zones into it or like pass certain objects through it.
Yeah.
Um,
She'll backflip and let that rock hit him.
yeah. As you like, as you he swipes at you with his hand, and you go flying a little bit as you disengage from that into a bit of a into a bit of a backflip and plant your feet as he raises his arms up and like pounds his chest as the boulder as the Twilight Zone bubble ends as the hard light rock crashes into its face as it reels back. Getting really cool.
Cool.
As it stumbles back and like plants its arms down on the ground on all fours and hangs its head as he like shakes it a bit. And it's
As
your turn.
as doing that.
Uh, how should I roll for damage for that, considering it was something you set up? Uh,
What would its damage have been? What would its damage have been had it hit her?
no, I mean the damage of the rock, because
Yeah, like what would it have been if it had
You
hit
could
her?
just do like taking her damage and modifying it in some way. Just
like
take
the
going up
damage she
that,
would take.
or no, like going up to that standard D6 model.
Uh, like taking her normal damage that she deals.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
buffed a bit because due to like she put in extra work for rule of cooled.
Mm-hmm.
Rule of Cool affects
Yeah,
damage too, right?
It does every
yeah,
level gives an extra 1d6.
yeah.
Damage.
What was that?
You want me to just roll 2d6 and that'll be the damage he takes?
Yeah, plus the rule of cool d6 you get.
Yeah. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Oh, that's not a kink. You said 9, right?
Yes, 9 damage.
Alrighty. And then you have more actions to do.
Major action.
Mm-hmm.
Semblance usage on it. I want him to be still.
All right. Let's see if there's any effects.
Power.
Okay. You would want to roll a willpower plus agility because you want to like keep it in place.
Cool, cool, cool.
And you are. You said you took a minor action to backflip back, right?
I mean, it was mostly for flavor.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll just add that for flavor.
It wasn't like she didn't get out of its range or anything.
Yeah.
It
So
was
you're
just
still
like
in
a
within adjacent range.
yeah.
So that would be uh a -5 to its threshold. And all right.
My
Unless you
rules.
want to unless you add no, that's just on my end. I subtract that from the threshold. But unless you want to do something like give it a dust effect or
Nah, not right now.
yeah, already.
I got a 28.
28.
3d10 plus 9 right there. Agility plus willpower is good for me.
Yeah, that does it. As as the Berengull uh raises its head and like moves its legs to, as if it begins to move, and it slows down.
Yeah, just another like purple flash from her eyes, bubble.
Yeah, it's trapped in this like swirling gray and purple bubble.
And she like splits. She splits her weapons.
Actually,
Hmm.
that what did you roll on that again?
28.
Ooh. Um, critical tables also apply to non-damaging semblance effects, right?
No, that's
Let
an
me
Adam question.
check. Yeah, because you would have a plus.
Yeah, it would be specifically for damage.
Oh, specifically damage, so it wouldn't apply
Unless
here.
like the someone is doing damage, then
Yeah, yeah, no. Um, let me check. Well, move action, spending major action, minor action, and any action. So. Alrighty, all right, just refreshed over your semblance, a bit mechanical effect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then you still have actions too,
Mm-hmm.
considering that was
Minor
you have
action reload.
already.
And then the running around is for flavor. She's not actually moving out of adjacent range, but she's gonna like jump around and shoot bullets into the bubble, surrounding it in bullets, like in place, Nyack style.
Alrighty.
Should I roll for
And
that?
uh, let's see. I'd say roll to see if it would hit, but then roll damage whenever it actually happens.
I roll to see if it would affect the critical table.
Yeah, yeah, like roll to see if it would like pass the threshold,
Thanks,
and
rule
then
of
we'll
cool 26.
26. It's lowered by threshold is lowered by 5. So that would be 26, you said? That
Mm-hmm.
is a +5 over threshold.
Sick. Critical damage. Wait, no, not critical damage. Stagger target.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. And that is her turn. She's surrounding it in bullets.
Alright, alright. That's pretty good.
Yeah, she lost. She lost the capacity, but she reloaded, so it's coming back to me.
Yeah, yeah, me too. So that was all of your actions you taken? Alright. Um, let me check your effect again. He's going to spend a major action to move. Uh, going to move into close range of you. Uh,
Are we still in adjacent?
yeah, and JC's moving away.
Ah,
Uh, take the major action and going to move away. And your bubble is only in adjacent range at the moment. Because you didn't spend that to get a higher area effect.
mm-hmm.
You can spend the extra threshold. And he moves out of the affected range of Twilight Zone. And let's see. He's staggered, so he takes one action less. Um, and he is going to make a minor action to run around the orb and come at you from a different angle. As he appears to like the side of you. Like if you're facing the bubble, he appears like on your left side. And it's your turn.
Hmm. She wants to keep it up, so endurance plus willpower.
Yep.
Up. That's an 18.
An 18. Okay. I believe because okay, semblance checks.
Hmm.
Semblance check maintain effect from previous turn. Characters that target themselves with their semblance roll. Semblance roll with this. Okay, okay. Adam, would she be rolling against any sort of threshold to keep it up?
To keep up a semblance?
Yeah.
Yes, she would. Let me double check on what she would actually be rolling against.
Yeah, because I can't find because it says like basic is like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Um, hmm. I actually don't know this one. I know she would be rolling against something, but shoot. Maintain ongoing semblance, major action.
Duration. Maintain. Maintenance check. Good. Maintain an effect indefinitely without rolling. They take no actions otherwise. Weird. Does not say.
what'd you just read from, Mike?
I just read from duration on sound.
Hmm.
Oh, it's an action to do with semblance maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say the duration.
I think you would
Or
need
not
to.
the duration, the whatever.
I remember reading somewhere that might have been like an endurance check, like an endurance plus. Skill checks. Found it.
All right.
Characters will. Okay, yeah, it's a will plus endurance check, but I don't know how much. And I believe they need to meet, like an effect, like a check you set, which basically they need to roll for their semblance again to basically do what they had done.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So.
So 15 plus and minus modifiers.
Okay. Um.
I rolled an 18.
All right. All right. Yeah. That goes over 15. So yeah, you keep it up.
Cool. That was an action. So minor and major action I have left. I don't quite want to use mage action. I'll have to then.
Wait, what actions did you spend so far?
Just one action to keep it up.
Does that count as an action, or is it just something that happens automatically?
What, maintaining a semblance?
Yeah.
Yes, that is one action.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you.
I'll use a major action to flavor. Roll behind it and start shooting it, like, as it's charging towards
Mm-hmm.
her. To roll under it and shoot it back into the bubble.
Alrighty.
Can she use them? It doesn't specify whether it's a major or minor action to keep the semblance up. It just says action, right?
No, it's a major action.
It's a major
Okay.
action. Yeah, because all semblance related like actions are major actions.
Okay. In that case, minor action. Yeah, she'll shoot it in the back. So I kind of push it back towards it.
Okay.
And she will go to close range as she does so.
So you're gonna take a minor action and a major action attacking, and then minor action to move into close range.
Yes.
You can move away. Okay. Um. Let's see.
She'll capacity burst with her thing.
All right.
Oh my.
And then like, so I would add a +5 since trying to move it into an area with this attack, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That +5 to
So
the
that's-
threshold.
Yeah, since you're trying to achieve like another effect to it.
Okay. Well, thanks. Keep that one in mind. I'll keep that one in mind. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Move, arrange, and commit away.
Alrighty.
Oh shit! Do I have to roll for damage?
Yeah, since you attacked, roll for damage. What was the
Did it
roll that
land?
you got? What was the roll you got?
30.
You got 30.
Yeah. Has to be bursted.
If it matches it, does it go over or does it negate it?
If it matches,
Yeah.
yes. If it matches, then it hits.
All right. Yeah, it hits.
Hey, DD.
Yeah, roll for damage.
An 8. I got an 8.
8.
Yes.
Alrighty. And it is pushed into the Twilight Zone orb again as it again slows down, like still staggering there, trying to catch its footing. as it is in the bubble and in the path of the bullets now.
Hmm. I don't know if it's too late to change an action. Is it a minor action to use dust,
Uh,
or is that a major action?
Using dust, like for what purpose?
Well, I want to use violet dust
Uh-huh.
to turn Twilight Zone into an orb of crushing molasses, basically.
So to like make it do damage.
I suppose that could be what it's used for. I was mostly just kind of like make it a gravity chamber, basically. Is
So it
what my
like
main
pushes it
intention
down
for.
into the ground.
Yeah, but if it could do damage, that would be pretty cool. I would like it if it did damage. I was mostly doing it just so I could ensure it stays there.
Let's see. Can choose to consume one capacity to apply the dust effect of the relevant crystal or round to the attack. Um, yeah, so
And if you want to apply
uh,
a range increment to it with violet dust, range increment down,
let's see.
put it down.
So I think because you want to use it on your semblance.
Semblance. I'm just
Yeah.
curious if I could possibly do that instead
Yeah,
of
yeah.
moving too close out of adjacent.
Okay. Capacity enhancements. Okay. Characters can spend 2 points of capacity when they make a semblance check to give their semblance an elemental affinity of their currently loaded dust file. Giving a semblance an elemental affinity can give the semblance properties it does not normally have. Um, okay. So so you would need to make a I guess like a maintain roll
Okay.
since you're maintaining it, um, and spend 2 points of capacity to add that to it.
All right, cool. I need to reload next turn. I got no capacity at all.
How many actions do you have left in this turn?
I mean, we are counting the close range action nullified, or the moving to close range action is nullified in this one. This minor action, which I'm just curious. I don't even know if we can do that. Ready. And I got a 26 on the maintain.
26 on the maintain.
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
I'm just trying to find what affects violet dust. Violet. Okay, there we go.
It's basically move range increments in a different direction.
One range increment further away. Um, Further away. Okay. And which direction do you want to go?
Down.
Just shoving it into the ground.
Yes.
Alrighty.
If he's in the thing, I could technically do things like increase target's mass, accelerate a target into a chosen direction, or invert target's mass.
Yeah, like if you threw like a file at it.
Yeah. Nah.
Which I believe. Yeah, it is a dust vial. Yeah, it's I think it's limited to dust vials.
Crystals, grounds, or files.
For example,
I would imagine it'd be more akin to crystals.
so my 2 points of capacity.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting very tired. I'm going to be topping out soon. Do you need one last bit of wisdom?
Yeah, when like adding an elemental effect to a semblance, like a dust effect, is it just limited to the files, or is it also all, or can you also use like crystals with it as well?
I'm fairly sure you can use
Alrighty,
any of the three you wish. As
alrighty,
you can get
yep,
rather creative with the dust effects.
yeah, Mike, go ahead then.
Alright, I'm going to go to
Cool.
bed now. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night, Adam, and thank you.
No problemo.
Hit. Hit it. Crystal. Push down. If it does damage, sick. It's not what I wanted, but that'll work. It'll do,
As it
pig.
like, yeah, because its Twilight Zone is also in there. It's sort of like slowly gets pressed down to the ground as if you're watching it like gets like as if like gravity just increased but in slow motion. Like it's not being slammed against the ground, but it's just like struggling to keep its own weight up. And you see, even gravity has an effect on it. It even takes into account the calculations of gravity, wind speed, anything you can think of. And those weapons right there? Whew. Classic Levon Tech R&D. Now, just watch the show. Um, how, how
It's
many
its turn
actions have
now.
you used so far?
All of them, basically. All of them.
All right,
It's its turn now.
all right. Um, it is going to use a major action to get up as it's like supporting itself upwards, um, and like standing up. And let me see. You're within adjacent range to it, right? Like
Uh-huh.
oh no, you went you.
No, I foregoed that close range to do that.
Oh, okay, okay. And you see as he like throws a really slow punch, like, and it reaches the edge of the bubble, and it moves really fast to try and hit you. Um, but it's very sloppy, and you saw it coming. Um, which
Yeah.
adds,
-5.
yeah, which -5 to the to its attack.
You'll
And roll a
fall.
defense. Yeah, roll a defense check against it.
Do I roll a semblance check considering it's in my semblance?
You could like say like considering it has like the force dust on it, you could increase the force to like have the fist slam down onto the ground, or you could like have it increase so like its arm behind it like is also slowing, so like it can move its fingers and stuff like really quickly, but like the actual like moving the arm, it's not really gonna do much.
I like increasing the force.
All right.
-5 on this, so lucky me. 22.
Yeah, that hits. As you see the arm come out of the bubble, and then like rocket towards you as your eyes flare up a little bit as like the forearm and the shoulder gets like planted to the ground as the like the hand and the fist like flops down on the ground like carried with it.
Um. Alrighty. Maintain action she'll do.
All right. Maintain. The bullets are
Uh,
still suspended in the air.
yeah. Maintain. Alright, so that's a 30. Or, I'm sorry, 30. 28, 27 main.
27?
Yeah,
Yep,
27.
that works.
Um, Grease is gonna. Grease is going to use your semblance in a way to where it kind of molds around her, and she was going to walk into the area and be unaffected by it.
Okay, so you're going to use your major action for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, roll me. Uh, a semblance. Let's see, let's see. Will plus discipline. Uh, and adding plus 10, so it'd be a 25 threshold that you have to go over because you're trying to pass on slowed.
26.
Huh?
26, just barely.
Hot damn.
Oh boy. That would have been awkward if she walked in and fucking got flattened.
Yeah, just ting, and now you're both in that. And what did I tell you, boys?
This is your trailer grease. Come on. Don't do that.
And now looky here, boys. You see, running right through her own semblance. Look at that control.
Like, there's probably like a faint white aura around her as she's going through it. She's
Hmm.
like up in opposition to the Twilight Zone. Yeah, and that's it. She's gonna use her minor action, final minor action to reload.
Alrighty.
All right, it's its turn then.
Gator roll cool for that, by the way. By
Sick,
going through there unfettered.
sick. She's gotta get better with it. She's gotta get better with the semblance.
Hmm. It's going to use its major action to get up. It's within adjacent range, and it is going to again gonna put both of its hands into a fist as it like balances itself on his legs, and in slow motion pushes both of his fists outwards, like in dual punches in front of you, like towards you. It has a -5 to this though.
She's gonna respond to that with a simple dodge.
Dodge.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
just kind of move out of the way.
roll it.
It is within her Twilight Zone, so
Yes.
we're built on the foundation of your semblance of it being cool. Come on, monkey man. What are you going to do? Look at my character sprite.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 23.
Oh yeah, that works. I think you might have cut out then.
I thought you were just being quiet.
As he like punches like like on either side of his body as he punches like forward towards you. How you want to dodge?
Just like a, just like a duck down as she is ready to attack it physically.
Nice.
Yeah. She's gonna use her major action to
So what?
one of her major actions to maintain the semblance.
Alrighty.
That is a 30 fucking
That certainly does work.
rule of cool OP.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with like, I mean, like it sort of meant to do that, especially when you're in a part of a team.
Yeah,
Um,
with the team, it's easier.
yeah, with a team it's easier, and
Teamwork makes the dream work.
it does, it does. Um, but considering this is also like, because a lot of these Grim have a lot of health. Like this dude has a lot of health.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Rule of cool
and
helps.
yeah, yeah, like it's not so much as like in Ruby how all the things like okay they may not be hitting the characters or like doing much effectively, but the characters are still like chipping away at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if they're growing stronger in the fight.
Yeah. All right. She's going to. She maintained that she's going to use her major action. Uh, as it's slowed down and pressed down, she's going to take advantage of the fact that it's slowed down. Um, and just jump all around it. And just give it a ton of hits. As she does this, she's going to use charged attack. She's going to get rid of 3 capacity. To, if I remember correctly, maybe look at it again. If I remember correctly, that, yeah. Oh wait, no, never mind. You have to spend both of your major actions to do it. Yeah, never mind. She has to spend her both her major actions to charge attack. Never mind.
Alrighty.
How many major actions do they have? They have 3 minor actions slash 2 major actions, 1 minor action, right?
Yeah, one minor action is set in stone. And then there's 2 other actions which you can use for any combination of major or minor actions.
Alright, cool. Yeah, then she can't do it. She can't do charge attack in this state. I wish she could, but she can't. She'll have to get better at it to maybe do that. Then yeah, if I can't use charge attack, then I'm just going to. She's going to slash at it all around, but she's going to focus at like kind of slashing it down, so it gets
Mhm.
right in the middle, while it's unable to do anything. Well, it's slowed down, so it can't do much. 25.
25. Yep,
Yep.
that works.
Heck. And thanks to the fact.
Shit, I'm already chewing through my fingernails like crazy. Tomorrow I'm gonna like bleed my fingers, I tell you what.
Oh, it's not over.
Whenever I concentrate too hard on something, I chew at my fingernails like absent-mindedly.
Probably
You know, for that
one
damage.
day trying to do that. 14 damage.
14. You also have that extra D6 because of the second rule of cool.
Yeah, yeah, I got that.
You said
Did
16?
yeah, no, 14.
Alrighty.
Oh, by the way, did the threshold go over by 5? Curious.
What do you mean?
Did the my roll go over his defense threshold by 5?
What did
At
you roll?
least. I rolled a 26. I think.
26.
I mean, let me look.
Yes, it did.
Alright, cool. I rolled the. I did roll 26. Did I? Yeah, I did. Alright, if it goes over
Yeah,
by
because
5, then
yeah,
I'm
see,
good.
the cool thing is, you're gonna get a lot of those when Twilight Zone's active.
Uh-huh. It's meant. That's what it's intended to. It's a simple power, but I have big brain. I'd like to think.
Hmm. And especially as you like gain rule of cool and stuff, and like your dice pools get bigger,
Yeah.
you'll be able to like add more of a slowness effect, like oh, -10 to all the thresholds.
Yeah. Sure, it's a +10 to roll to have to roll, but with enough roll cool, that's a risk that can be taken.
Yeah, because one thing I'm learning about like doing Ruby stuff is that like you guys
Rule of cool is everything.
are gonna style on Grim after a while, like as you gain into the story.
Mm-hmm.
And they're meant to be styled on, and it's only like a special few Grim which are meant to come out as like,
Big
because you know, like
threats.
if you're playing a war game or something, like there's a ton of like grunt enemies that you just gun down and mow down endlessly. But then there's like elite enemies, which like you actually like if they put up a fight, they're actually able to damage you. Like in Halo,
Yeah.
you're not expecting like a grunt to actually like be able to kill you, but in Elite, yeah. And it's those guys which are like doing it.
If I have a +5 over threshold, then instead I'll use stagger target. I wanted to use critical damage, but I feel like stagger target's a little more useful in this situation.
Yeah, this dude is just not going to be able to take actions.
Yeah, yeah, that's why. Twilight Zone, baby.
Yeah, as well as like being able to like later just be like, oh yeah, you don't get a like because now it's like, oh, to move you need a major action to do it, which is like, how about you just negate one of those like actions?
This is the power. This is the power of the Lavon bloodline.
Yeah, it is a hereditary semblance. Yeah, fun fact, you've seen your father use his semblance. He's definitely like he's very well like versed in it, being like a former huntsman.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to use it very well, but you like haven't seen him really like go like all out with his semblance or anything. But you know that him right now, like just doing it casually, is about at your level.
Yeah, which this is like her. This is like the peak pinnacle of her training with it, what she's
Yeah,
doing
this
right
is
now.
but this is also like pre beacon like beacon enrollment.
Yeah, this is like she trains hard. This is pinnacle of her training right now, and her dad can do that casually. So yeah, father, he's so cool.
Man, this is just Kei and Mizuki.
Look, no, it's not. Mizuki doesn't like her dad.
That is a good point.
Mizuki doesn't like her dad. Grease admires him.
Bizarro world. Mizuki.
Yeah, no. Mizuki hates her dad. Grease admires the fuck out of Rob. Yeah. Yeah, so that's 14 damage. I'm gonna stagger it.
Alrighty.
And minor action, I just like skip it. I don't have anything.
We can reload.
Yeah, I'll reload my full ammo.
Yeah, you can just do it to look cool. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, no.
You just gotta take it.
I'm gonna reload and fucking the
Yeah,
bullets, the like
you
leftover bullets are
have
gonna
to.
be left in midair for
Yeah,
extra style.
you have to take the minor action. Like you can't just skip it. And
Weird.
like, but if you want to like skip air quotes it just reload even if you have a
Hey,
full
you know
thing.
what? You know what? Reload is ejecting bullets, right?
Yes.
Time for yet another setup. I'm gonna eject. As I'm ejecting bullets, I'm ejecting concussion rounds into it.
Oh, like just into the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, those bullets are just so like because this dude's on the ground now, and like the bullets are like about to connect with him.
Yeah, and she's just ejecting concussion
Because they
rounds.
started at like the very like top of the like the orb, and they were just slowly moving it like super hot, just sort of like going down and down and down and down.
Yeah,
And of
she just
course,
did like a
Ruby combat
flurry
is
of
very
blows.
fast, so
Yeah, yeah, she's like moving really fast, like giving it like as he's slowed down, just doing a ton of slashes and then like final slash down, and then she quote unquote reloads, which is just her ejecting concussion rounds into the air.
yeah. Also, quick note for later, whenever it's getting like full party set up and like, different character stuff, I do recommend that you keep track of like in like a separate tab or like a Word document or whatever, in what relation is your range. Because that's
Yeah, yeah, for
important. Like,
sure, for
oh,
sure.
like what different like your allies, like all the different enemies that are around and
Yeah, yeah.
like terrain. Like you can even just ask like, okay, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff and I can't like it's like, okay, so it's adjacent to Greece, long range to Lace, and like close range to Owie. Like that's just gonna be impossible for me.
Yeah,
So I have to ask that like everybody like keep their own distance is from
yeah.
each other and
Let's.
everything.
It's the final part of this. Let's get a different song. It's his turn right now, so you do that while I get it.
I'm good.
You okay?
I'm good. Because I have a calculator on my phone, and I was like, okay, I need to like stand up and stretch my legs for a second while you're doing that, and I moved my phone, and it dropped it and fell onto my foot.
Yeah, that would frighten me. You just son of a bitch. I was like, oh.
Son of a bitch.
I was really hoping that this gorilla would win.
Just being legit angry that you're winning.
No, 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 no.
No, what if I, what if like in the middle of the entrance scene, I was like, no, no, and I just started like pounding on my desk, and a behemoth awakens from the mountain.
An awakened behemoth, and you lose all of your rule of cool.
You lose all your rule of cool as you stare in awe and in fear.
I don't think this is a
Man, that
fitting
is a total that DM move. It's like, oh yeah, you lose your rule of cool because you're afraid.
upset. Oh yeah, it's his turn. I don't think this song fits, but I'm gonna play it anyways. Oops, that's not it.
Okay, can't take that. Takes a minor action to get up,
A major
and
action, yeah.
and a
Ah,
major
Twilight Zone.
action swipes at you. The one thing you can do.
It's a reminder. You're the one that did this.
Me?
Yeah, you're the one that suggested that. This.
Suggested what?
The
The
palette.
song? Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
what it does. It's funny. I like
No,
it.
it's good. It's good. I ain't complaining or anything. I'm not like, oh, it's not actually doing anything.
No, no.
No, no, I'm all for it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll roll my defense. Uh,
Yep.
go for a punch.
It's going for a punch.
He's gonna enforce more gravity onto it.
Uh, yeah, roll it.
Man, since she can add fucking dust to this, it could be pretty deadly.
Yeah, like making it on fire.
Yeah, fire dust, just a fucking orb of
Yeah,
fire that slowly burns you alive.
yeah, or
Jesus.
like water. It's just like, oh, it's just a water prison from
Yeah,
Naruto.
it's
Just
just yeah,
drowning.
fucking it's a water prison. Dude, fucking earth dust. She just makes fucking Gara. She makes that Gara pressure chamber. Dude, violet dust plus earth dust is that Gara pressure chamber.
I don't think you can mix dust like that at one time.
Uh
Sadly.
oh yeah, that's true. I don't think you can.
So
Well,
unless it
just
like she
regular
had a
sand chamber.
sand, yeah, it just like is sand whipping and like a sandstorm like shredding it.
Someone else puts the dust in there. It's a
Acid
team up.
dust in there, dude. It becomes a
Twilight,
thick like, molasses that eats away at it.
Twilight sounds cool.
Yeah. This is what Ruby's all about, man. And I'm taking full advantage of that with my NPCs.
Yeah, this is what Ruby's all about. Whenever it's not
Not bad.
yeah, go. He didn't do anything. I forced it back down with a semblance defense.
Yeah, did you roll it?
Yeah, I got a 30.
Yeah, there's no way. Just dunk. Back
I got
down
a 30 in my maintenance test.
on your
Hmm.
extend. Yeah,
Yeah.
that does it.
She is going to
Kill
hmm.
it. Ah!
What happened? Did you close out of your calculator again?
No. Kill it. Kill it.
Oh, well, that's what you said. I
Do
thought
it.
you. I
Do
thought
it.
you said. I thought you said. Damn it.
No, I said, kill it. Kill it. Grace, do it.
As yeah, she's going to use her minor action to jump out. Combined her. Yeah, combine her two rifles. Do a capacity burst on it. 37 to hit is what I got. Uh,
37 to hit.
yeah. How much over threshold is that?
Okay, let me check. That's a Okay, so that's a 20 defense. You said 37?
Yeah.
That's 15 over.
Is dispatch target just an insta win?
Yes.
Yikers.
Yeah.
Ooh, yikers.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is like if you get because like of course as the things get like stronger and stronger, like it's gonna be harder to do that. But like as you're getting stronger, all these lesser grims, say like a Borbotusk or something, you're just gonna be able to
yeah,
dispatch it immediately in a
fucking
cool
garbage.
style.
Like they just get annihilated.
Yeah.
So with this, I'll take maximize
So
damage,
maximize damage. All right.
and cleave target. What is that?
Let me check.
What's collateral damage? I kind of want to do collateral damage just so it's an explosion because I can choose any +10
Okay.
bonus.
Cleave decreases all defense thresholds by 5, which I don't know if
I don't need to do that.
yeah, you don't need it.
And yeah, what's collateral damage do? Because I want, I kind of want to do collateral damage just so it fucking like explodes and like a fucking just a fucking wave of force as the fucking thing collapses.
I need to okay. Collateral damage. You're doing maximize damage.
Yeah, maximize damage, which would make it 3d6. It would make it 18. This is just the attack. This is just the damage
Okay.
from the attack I just did.
Collateral damage is all damage and status effects done to the primary target. The attack is also dealt to any enemies adjacent to the primary target that have a defense threshold equal or less than the primary target.
Oh
So
man,
there's no one else here.
yeah. No. I thought it would just be like a fucking I don't know, just explode shit. Let's do stun target just to make this final move. Make sure it just doesn't fucking move.
Stun target.
Yeah, Dad said go
Wait,
over. Dad said go a little overkill.
yeah, that means you just can't do nothing.
Yeah, stun target.
Stun
So
target.
maximize damage, stun target.
Yeah, automatically roll all d6 of damage as if they had rolled a 6. So how much damage is dealt?
How much damage is dealt? 18 damage from maximized damage.
All right.
What does stun target do again?
And stun target.
Yeah.
It removes. Um, stunned cannot make any actions during the next action sequence.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Ma-
powerful.
yeah. I like to do maximize damage and stun target. Skip its turn.
Yes.
Like the bullet kind of like goes through, and because Grease is still slightly affected, it goes
Yeah.
through it.
Roll for damage on those bullets you fired at the beginning into the bubble now.
Yeah, I was going to. What I was gonna do is, I'll tell you. I'll roll damage for that. Should I? I'll just roll one thing of damage. Yeah, makes sense. That is damage on that one.
How much damage?
Let's. Like, can I go real quick?
Huh? What'd you say?
Before you apply that 8 damage,
Oh, it's 8
do
damage.
yeah, it was 8 damage. Before you apply it though,
All right.
uh, so it skips its turn.
Yes.
Grease lands. Grease lands. Not like not. She's still adjacent. I haven't done a minor action to move. Uh, she does a. Uh, real quick. She does a minor action to reload real quick. A
Yes.
major action. She's going She's going to spend both her major actions to do a charge shot, full power.
Ooh.
She is not going to maintain it. She's not going to maintain it because now is about the time whenever Twilight Zone, she will have Twilight Zone dissipate, and all of the rounds flying towards it will fly towards it at full speed. And the concussion rounds that'll in the air will will well, it does whatever you want, but I'm just trying to like drive it, like use the concussion rounds to drive it home even further.
Alrighty, yeah.
as like a final, just 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 big damage. Let me roll this real quick. Two.
Huh?
How much over is that? A 32.
A 32 over its defense threshold?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be just a 10 over.
No, it's still good. Maximize damage.
Nice.
Maximize damage
So,
and cripple target. So that is 21 max damage just from the charge attack that she did. And then the 8 damage applying from the bullets from
so,
being set
so
with primary
8
assault.
damage,
Yeah.
and then how much damage?
29 damage total, basically. It was
Oh
8 damage
boy.
from the bullets that were
As all,
preset.
yeah, all
21.
the bullets rain down, and the concussion bullets explode, driving, the other bullets forward, and, creating a bit of a shockwave that blasts into him as your charge shot, as it flies right through him and
Yeah,
cracks the bulletproof glass into like a huge spider web all across.
yeah. She
Like,
the way she fired the charge shot too, like without looking, she's like put it over her shoulder behind her and then fired it.
yeah, as it pierces through it, like as it like gets like shredded, like juggled like Dante style, and like it just like its arms hang at its side, it looks up to you and just as it fires through it, and it dissipates into like the light.
Yeah. Also, because it's a dual barrel, it basically just red queened and fired 2 bullets at once,
Yeah.
or blue rose, I mean. She
And
then like takes her weapons, takes them apart, reloads them, and then sheathes them behind her back again. Like they're like a in an X formation across her lower back.
yeah, as the rails on like the sides of the ceiling and the walls and the floor like grow inert and like return to like a default state as the bulletproof glass lowers down back into the floor. Let's put that music back on.
Yeah, fucking divine hate. I knew it didn't really fit, but I didn't care because divine hate was funny and cool.
Play back.
Background music for fancy folk. But you have to.
You cleared it.
I know because there was a whole track for divine hate. So if you skip
uh, Bravo, bravo. Oh, it was quite the show. As your dad goes over. You're getting better with that semblance there, ain't you? You're quiet.
I have done as much training as I can.
Yep. Maybe one day you'll get up to the level that I've gotten. It gives like a smile.
Like looks up to him, like like blinks. She's a little warm again. She nods, or blinks and goes back to her normal.
And then he turns back to like the investors. Now then, as you can see, dispatching Grim is a specialty of ours. Now, about the projector. The projectors are mounted in rail systems around, and they're able to project sort of hard light structures. Of course, they take a lot of calculations, as it currently they're using a supercomputer, which we are trying to lighten the load of. And as you can see, would be especially effective against different types of Grim. Grim fighting themselves, Grim fighting natural, stronger versions of themselves. Well, with the power of hard light technology, without our soldiers ever having to go against it. But the projectors are quite fragile. Of course, be mounted behind bulletproof glass, which could mar the picture a little bit. A bit of the strength of the hard light. However, using special techniques or special positionings on certain parts of armor, that could be mitigated. After all, it's still a testing phase. And the investors sort of mumble to themselves and look at each other and nod a little bit. Wonderful. Now, he checks his watch. I believe I have some preparing to do, and you have a meeting to attend, isn't that right? And gives them like a smile. And they all nod and shuffle out of the room. Well, Chris, you really tested that out for us, didn't you? Thanks for that.
Of course. You told me to go overkill. Did I do good?
Yes, yes, you did. You really tore
Congrats.
that thing up. And he like stomps the floor a little bit. Gonna have to replace those bulletproof panels. Freak
Apologies.
the share, freak the shareholders out a little bit, but they could use a bit of fear.
Apologies. I
Ah, and he
seem to
waves his
say
hand.
I've
He waves his hand a little bit. There's no need for that. Now, do me a favor, would you? You
seemingly.
know, I'm going to the Mistral conference in a couple days. In fact, I am going to need to do some packing and some logistical work for the yacht. I am taking the yacht this time. After all, summers in Atlas are not the most pleasant as other places, so sailing the high seas on such a luxurious yacht will be quite a good experience. I would take you along, but it is quite a grown-up experience.
That is
I'll be
fine,
gone
Father.
for a few. I'll be gone for a few weeks. Spend about a week in Mistral going over the deal as he's like like looking at his watch and like looking at his nails to see like what it is. And like he looks up from what he's doing and smiles at you. That's right. I need you to watch over the mansion for me.
It's like her eyes like widen a little bit, like blinking and going back to normal. I'll do. I'll do as you say. I won't let you down.
Wonderful. Of course, we need to have a Levon holding down the fort while dear old dad is over doing business, can we? I don't want some shareholder breaking into my office or any ruffian trying to steal our silverware.
I promise none of that will ever happen.
Wonderful. Now, of course, if you need anything, the butlers and the maids will kindly see to it. But it looks at his like fine watch. It is getting quite late. And you've expended a lot of energy today. And sort of uh like with two fingers just sort of like taps her on the forehead a little bit. Now run along.
So like looks at him, nods. I will.
Good night,
Thank you.
Grease.
Hmm? Thank you.
He looks at you with a
Good night.
smile.
Good night, Dad. She walks off again, as stiff as all, doing her normal walk. Cody,
Yeah, I'm here.
did I cut out?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, you return to your room. I assume you go into your sleep clothes
Mm-hmm.
and settle in for the night.
Yep.
Unless there's anything you'd like to do, I'd go into the epilogue of this.
Go for it. I got nothing.
Your father left after a day or two, going on his yacht. You, of course, diligently watched over. Nothing of note happened.
Mm-hmm. Just
Of course,
normal,
there.
regular, just without dad.
Yep, there was a loiterer in front of the mansion, but standard stuff. Your father went to Mistral, and the reports, the official, news briefings, everything went well. The deal was sealed. However, they lost contact with your father's yacht, his luxury yacht, while armed, believed to have been sunk. Bits and pieces and parts of the wreckage were found. But your father was not. Appeared It appeared that a type of sea leviathan grim had capsized the yacht. Possibly a Feilong dragon or something that is currently unknown. And ever since, in the many months before, uh, you've been slowly working as your father's business, currently taken over by the shareholders and members.
Oh no!
However, instead, they've been focused. Oh no, can you
Oh
hear
no!
me?
I couldn't hear you for a moment. Could you repeat? Last thing I heard was uh, shareholds.
Yeah, the shareholders and the other members of the board have taken over control of the company, as you are too young and not really fit to run the company. Um, and in the meanwhile, you have done your hunter's training, which the board has funded, and which your father had squared away before his death. As your application was eventually accepted by Beacon and by the headmaster, Jonathan Hayes. And in the many months you prepared for your trip to Beacon, eventually setting off to live on the grounds during your stay. And that is the end.
Nice.
Hmm.
I quite liked it. That was good.
Thank you. I improved all of it.
Good. Improv makes for the best shit. I do it all the time.
It does, yeah. A couple of fun facts.